So my broskies, welcome to this video. Today we are talking about MALL RETAPED. Now this game is a very short first-person dinosaur horror game. And when I say short, I really do mean short. My first playthrough took me 28 minutes, but this is also a $2 game, so keep that in mind. Now, MALL RETAPED is inspired by 80's creature features and the works of Puppet Combo. And holy macaroni balls, you can feel that from the second you boot it up. Everything about this thing screams low-budget 80's horror movie. The music, the visuals, the characters, the setup, the mall itself, all of it has that grimy VHS horror energy. And the premise is just so freaking good. We play as a cop who is also some kind of animal hunter, and we get sent into this mall that has been completely annihilated by one dinosaur. And that is such a stupidly awesome setup. I love it. I love it so freaking much. You walk into this blood-soaked mall, bodies are everywhere, people are barely holding it together, and somewhere in there, this massive prehistoric bastard is running around like he freaking owns the place. Which, yeah, he kinda does, because no one is stopping him. That's why we are entering it.
Ugh, this is so unfair. Everything was fine until you creeped in here.
Now, the mall itself is one of the game's strongest parts. This is basically what an 80's mall looks like in my nightmares. We got the neon lights, weird stores, old school horror vibes, blood everywhere, people impaled into walls and roofs. You know, just a normal Saturday shopping trip. And as we move through the mall, we meet a bunch of strange, weird, and genuinely fun characters. They are fully voice acted, and to my utter freaking surprise, the voice acting is actually really well done. These characters feel like they were ripped straight out of some lost 80's creature feature that you would find on a dusty VHS tape in the back of a rental store. Characters, they're over the top. They're a little bit ridiculous, but they fit this world perfectly. And here's an important part. Depending on how you interact with them, some of these situations can play out differently. Now, don't expect the entire storyline to completely change or anything like that. It is more like each little scenario can go one way or the other. Kinda like flipping a coin. You do one thing, this happens. You do something else, and something else happens. And that, my broskis, is where most of the replayability comes from. Because yeah, the game is extremely short, but there are Steam achievements here. And to unlock all of them, you will probably need to replay it a couple of times. So even though my first run took me 28 minutes, if you go back and do 2 or 3 more runs, you're looking at somewhere around an hour of game time. Because each run will take you faster. That is not a lot, of course, but again, it's just a $2 game.
Yeah, welcome to Radio Zone. What may I get you?
Now, meeting weird mall survivors is fun and all, but the real star of the show is obviously the dinosaur. And this thing is genuinely horrifying. It made me jump out of my chair at least 3 times. And remember, this game took me less than half an hour to finish, so 3 jumps in that is pretty damn good. Now, what makes the dinosaur so well done is the way that it is used. You don't just see it constantly running around like some dumb enemy. It feels like this thing is stalking the mall, and when it shows up, it usually means that things are about to go very, very wrong. And the combat against it is also pretty interesting. You're not exactly running around with some massive arsenal here. You basically have a single bolt action shotgun, and that alone makes every encounter feel way more tense. You have to lure the dinosaur forward, get your shots in, back away, reload, and try not to panic when this thing starts closing the distance. And eventually, as you can probably guess, things go straight to frickin' hell. It gets hectic, it gets messy, and it works really, really well for what the game is trying to do. But I also have to be honest about something here. As much as I enjoyed Blood Mall Retaped, this really does feel like just a teaser for Blood Mall 2, which is apparently coming very soon. And I get it, the game is only $2, I really do understand that. But personally, I think that this would have worked way better as a free teaser for the second game. Especially since this is actually a remake of a game that already existed. So in my opinion, they should have used this remake as a way to get people hyped for Blood Mall 2 instead of asking people to pay for what is basically a very short teaser. It is not expensive, not at all, but still I don't fully agree with that choice of actually charging for it. With that said, and this is important, the game is still really damn good. Because what Blood Mall Retaped does well, it does really damn well. The atmosphere is over the top fantastic. The mall is memorable, the characters are fun, the dinosaur is scary as freaking hell. The whole thing has this perfect mix of horror, comedy, blood, and pure VHS nonsense. As I played through this for 28 minutes, I was terrified, I was laughing, I was confused, and I was having a damn good time. And that is not a bad emotional roller coaster, so yeah, still, I do recommend Blood Mall Retaped, but with one very clear warning. Do not go into this expecting a full game. This is a tiny horror snack, a bloody little dinosaur flavored appetizer before Blood Mall 2. And if you're okay with that, and you want something short, funny, weird and surprisingly scary, then yeah, I think this is absolutely worth checking out.